where have I been? Well, I've been a lot of places, but the latest and the greatest is the 2011 Blade Show. Fantastic. I'm going to give you a rundown of some of the things that stuck out for me and why. And hopefully that can narrow down your searches for some really cool knives. Start off, here's the program. The cover shows, of course, Benchmade on there. Big company, lots of money, and guess what? They really do have some nice value and had some really nice knives at the show. Something that popped out at me, and I'm not here to promote Chinese-made knives, but I'll tell you what, they're snapping at our heels. A.G. Russell is importing some fantastic Chinese-made knives. Fit and finish way well above anything that our standard manufacturer knife companies in America are doing. So it's something to maybe worry about a little bit. For $60 you can get a sow belly here for, and the fit and finish is way up there with the premium knives of today. So something to look at. I guarantee that you will not be disappointed with this knife if you get it for 60 bucks. Fantastic blade. Best value of show, it was nominated for. Whether it won or not, I'm not too sure. I didn't stay there for Sunday or the evening on Saturday to find out. But for me, fantastic. Not my cup of tea because I prefer the custom knives, but something to look at. Something else that caught my eye, and for about 175 bucks, you can get a fantastic locking blade. It's made in Italy, of all places. And let me bring this up here for you. And I was extremely impressed with these people's products. And it's DPX Gear. Something to look at. Wow. This blade is fantastic. That's all I gotta say. For 175 bucks, you get this plus the tool that comes with it. And I'm gonna tell you, it just looks awesome. As soon as they come out, which is in about 4 weeks, I'm gonna pick one up. It's basically a fixed blade that's a folder. Fantastic. Fit and finish was incredible. This was also nominated for best imported knife. So something to take a look at. So DPX Gear. Real cool. So what did I get? What did I spend my money on? Well, other than the $400 air rifle I picked up on the way back from the show, and those videos are going to come soon enough. So if you're into air rifles or guns, real cool stuff coming up. I did stop by my buddies at DMT. I picked up a portable stone. And if you're familiar with their monocrystalline diamond technology, you know that no one beats DMT when it comes to their sharpening products. This was $10. Comes in a little protective case. It's a piece of metal. Alright, it says DMT on the back, little sticker. Doesn't look like much, but it has them diamonds embedded here. This is a fine grit, and it's very portable, very easy to use. Highly recommend it. This thing will last you the rest of your life. And it's the size of a credit card. Something that can go in your survival kit, so if you need to sharpen your knife, you always have something on you at all times. I am very pro DMT. I think they have the best products out there. And I always focus on a portable system because I'm not one that's going to sit at home and use my $300 and $400 sharpening stones and sharpen my knives. I'm going to use a portable system, and I'm going to get good at it, and something I can use in the field or in my house, and I can make my knives razor sharp. This stone will do that. Fantastic. $10 DMT. Another thing I looked at, and it was a special at the show, is $25, which I think is a good price for this. Standard pricing is around $30. It's a dog tag. Comes with your typical chain. Comes with a little compass. For repetitiveness, I guess it's nice to have a little compass like this, but I wouldn't rely on this compass alone. But it's a good backup. Very small, doesn't take up very much room in your survival kit. And then It comes with a protective case, like Kydex. Comes out, and you have yourself a nice blade. Plus an area to strike on the striker that comes with it too. Whammo, goes right there. Makes yourself some fire. I don't want to set my shirt on fire, so you guys got the idea. 25 bucks, I thought it was a really good deal. Something that's going to go in my survival kit. Everybody should have a survival kit, whether you're city bound or going for a hike, because you never know when this place is going to end up like Louisiana underneath water, and you need to protect you or your family. So, what was the highlight of the show for me? Of course, Lon Humphrey. Again, he's making better knives than he did last year. I think he took some ideas from me and Blind Horse Knives. He is actually working with Blind Horse Knives on a part-time basis to finish their knife handles. Blind Horse Knives does employ some really good knife makers, but if you want custom-made knives that Lon makes, you can get them for a very nice price. For the about $125 to $175 range, you're going to be able to pick out knives that look like this. Now that's a user, and this is a knife that will last you for a long time. Comes with a Blind Horse sheath, all right? But the knife is what we're talking about here. And you know me, I got one that was in the $400 range. He does make some really nice custom work. But if you want a knife to use, check this out. Look how nice and thick that is. And he does take custom orders. I'm going to link to his YouTube page. And if you want the handle thicker or thinner, or you want the blade longer or a different shape, you give him an idea and he can do it. This is all hand forged. Alright, look how he tapers down that spine. That's all forged in that way. He doesn't grind it down to make it thin. He actually hammer forges it. It's got a little, I don't know if you can see it, but he stamps his name now, Humphrey, on there. That's pretty cool. Nice and straight, beautiful. He really does some outstanding work. It's got two nice sized rivets in there that are placed in there perfectly. And it's got a full metal lanyard hole coming out, and there's no glue or anything like that sticking out. It's just perfect. He really does outstanding work. This knife is razor sharp. No need to even show you guys, but it slices paper, just paper thin. Very nice edge. And I'm going to link to his YouTube channel, so please visit that. Later on in this video, I do have an interview that I did with him. He can tell you more about the blade, steel. He is the knife maker. He does have some cool videos on YouTube showing him on his destruction test. You cannot destroy these things. I'm actually going to be using this. I wanted something that was a little bit better of a hacker, a little bit longer of a blade, and something with a nice point on it. You can also choke up on this thing. You can also bring it like this, like that. If you wanted to do some other stuff, some woodworking, you can choke all the way up on this. And look at that. I like that little thumb, that finger guard thing he does. That is really cool. Alright. I mean, you got knives out there that are $150, $200, $300, and why spend money on that when you can get a hand forged knife that's not stock removal for less than that? Give this guy a call, get one of his knives. Fantastic. Beautiful job. So I'm going to cut to his explanation, and I just had a great time at the 2011 Blade Show. I wish y'all are with me, and take it easy, and hope you enjoyed the video. Later. Alright, so we are with Lon Humphrey again, and this year his knives have gone into another direction. I'm really digging it. Of course, he forges all this by hand. He also has his own YouTube channel. I'll link to that. And he also has a video of him trying to destroy one of his knives, which he really didn't do very well. He didn't destroy it. I love the shapes. The shapes are getting more bushcrafty. Come with a nice sheath. And there he is.
Hello.
Hey Lon, how's it going?
Real good.
I see you wearing a Blind Horse Knife t-shirt there.
Yeah. They're my employer 3 days a week. I do their stuff for 3 days, and then the rest of the week I work on my stuff.
That's neat. Yeah, Blind Horse Knives are fantastic knives. Fantastic. So they got some really good people working with them. Your stag is incredible on these. Absolutely outstanding. Look at this one. It's a knife you can really beat on, you know?
Yeah. That's kind of what I made him to do.
Man, that edge is beautiful. Yeah, that video that you made, I was just laughing because you couldn't destroy that knife. You bent it back and then you resharpened it. And
Right.
just incredible.
It went 6 times in the vise and never did break.
Now, what's with this steel again that you were telling me
It's
about?
high carbon, high chromium spring steel. It's 5160. And the way I do my heat treat with the hard edge and a soft spine, it gives it a hell of a lot of flexibility, and yet the edge is still tough. And they rock well out about 58.
Wow, that's nice. Absolutely beautiful. Well, I'm going to grab one of these and I'm going to take this out and we're going to see what it can do.
All right, it's good to hear that.
Beautiful. Great show. Thank you, Lon.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it. Thank you. Bye.